Hey climbers, Brent here. Are you ready to write your best songs ever? Are you ready to take that next step in your songwriting journey? Well, I want to help you with that. Listening to the C.L.I.M.B podcast is a great way to get started on your songwriting journey and to learn the basics about the art, the craft, and the business of songwriting. But eventually, you're probably going to need the personal touch. You're probably going to need some one-on-one feedback, some advice, and some help reaching your songwriting goals. And that's what I want to help do for you. I want to help you write your best songs ever. And I want to help you learn the art, the craft, and the business of songwriting, of how to turn pro in your mind and in your behavior before you ever turn pro on paper. Before you ever have the awards to hang on the wall, I want to give you the mindsets and the skills to earn that stuff. And so we'll dive into your questions and I'll give you honest answers. And I can help repair your song if it's already written but has a couple bugs and has some opportunities to get better. Or we can help prepare your song if you have an idea, a notion, a title. We can do your own private song title challenge if you want. If you want to get ready for a co-write, if you have a meeting coming up and you want to get your stuff locked down where it's the best it can be, I'm happy to help you do that as well. You can see my calendar, get all the details, and actually book a session at songwritingpro.com/coaching. That is songwritingpro.com/coaching. Now, if you're still not sure if a coaching session with me is the right thing for you, let's listen to what this climber had to say about their session.
This review is for anyone who is on the fence about booking a session with Brent Baxter. I have done several one-on-one coaching sessions via Skype and also completed an online class that Brent hosted a few months ago. I have nothing but great things to say about both of these experiences. I am a physician and a hospital administrator. Music and songwriting are two of my favorite hobbies and have been for many years. But as a hobbyist and someone who spends a great deal of time at work and in my career, it can be difficult to concentrate on something completely unrelated, or for that matter to devote the tremendous time and energy that is required to see decent results. Brent is a true professional who can quickly orient himself to what you want and what you need and be that perfect lyric writing partner that you otherwise would not be able to find. I tried writing with other amateurs online in the past, but it never went anywhere. Having the insight and experience of a professional, someone who has dedicated his career to the development of his craft, really makes a difference. If you do your part after he does his, I guarantee you will be happy that you spent the money and the time, and you will be hooked.
All right, welcome to another Song Title Challenge where the question is, songwriters, how would you write this one? This is a little mini-series that Brent and I put together that mimics about the first 15 minutes of a professional songwriter, where we take a title and we spend 15 minutes solely figuring out 4 or 5 different conceptual approaches to writing the lyrics before we put pen to paper and go down the most obvious road. Sometimes we can be a little bit more clever and find a little bit deeper subject matter that would make the song far more interesting by just taking 15 minutes. Figuring out what that is. This is not a co-write in any way, shape, or form. Climbers send in their song titles to info@daredevilproduction.com. Production is singular. There is no S. info@daredevilproduction.com. And put Song Title Challenge in the subject line. It gets into the right folder. And then Brent and I'll spring it on Brent live so he doesn't know. You can kind of hear a little bit about how his brain works. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we end up right back in the beginning with the first idea, but oftentimes it's the last idea that is the way to go for the song title. Anything you want to add to that, brother?
No, man, this is just to encourage y'all to keep on climbing. And while you're climbing, dig deeper. I'm not sure how that makes sense, but dig deeper on your climb. Yeah, just to know that maybe the better idea, the better angle's just right around the corner. So go walk, look around some corners.
To quote the great John Cleese, creativity is not a talent, it's a method of operation. And you have to be intentional about, okay, before we start writing, what does this title mean? What could it mean? What are different ways to look at it? So Let's get into it. Are you ready, sir?
Never stopped me before. Let's go.
All right. The contributor here, once again, is Mr. Randy England.
Randy.
And guys, you can send in as many titles as you want, by the way. Mm-hmm. The song title is Left Undone. Left Undone.
Okay. Thank you for sending that in, Randy. Left Undone. All right. So it seems pretty kind of straight ahead, but there's some ways we can go with this. So, you know, I'm a country hammer, so everything looks like a country nail to me at first anyway. So that's like how I like to dive into those. So left undone, it could be that your spouse that passed away and all that was left undone, right? You know, the book she was in the middle of, the grocery list that's still on the refrigerator that never got crossed out, the stuff you're going to do with raising your kids and all that stuff. It's a real downer, right? All the stuff that was left undone. But maybe you could even come back to a positive going, you know what? God is in charge. There's a timing. There's nothing left undone. Like nobody goes before their time kind of thing. So you can bring it around to like
it's a blessing. You're looking at the glasses half full. Like I got this time with her at least.
Or at least peace. Trying to come to some peace of, you know what? God is sovereign. There was nothing left undone that was supposed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Or those aren't the only things you left undone. Like I am undone.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's that thing. And maybe not doing the death thing. Maybe there's a breakup. So it's not so life and death, right?
Right.
So all the things undone, like, dang it, I still got tickets to this thing we're going to go to, you know, or the things we're going to do that you left. And that's not all you left undone. Like I've come undone. I'm at loose ends here. So that'd be a negative, you know, a sad song. And if we're aiming for radio, which if you listen to Tuesday's episode, if you're Tool, you don't have to do, you can release a 10-minute single, but we're playing the numbers here a little bit more. So, and we're trying to get other people to record our songs. So is there a way to make this positive? Which makes me think nothing left undone or everything we've left undone. I mean, there's things we...
Hold on. There it is. Like, so you talk about what was left undone, right? That's like sort of the tag on the verses, you know, at the end. But then in the chorus, nothing left undone. Because then you're remembering that, well, I'm a better man because I got to be with her and I got some stuff to work on myself. Or, you know, we do have these 3 kids.
Yeah.
I'd rather raise them with you, but I wouldn't have them without you. And I think it could be positive because it could be a song about healing, a song about perspective, a song about how to deal with loss because you don't have a choice, right? If it's gone.
No. Right. You don't. And the thing of too, like, you know, till death do us part, that wasn't left undone. Like we completed.
Ooh, that's a line right there. That's a line in it.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, it's tragic and it sucks and it's not what you want for your life or for your love, but it's like you did complete it. We loved each other till the end. We kept our promise. That was not left undone. And there's, I guess, some peace in that and knowing that we did what we signed up for, sickness and in health. And that wasn't undone. Still, man, just downer. It's still hard.
But I mean, I Drive My Truck did really well, right? They did that the right way. You put some tempo to it and at least a mid-tempo kind of a thing. And
I heard Chris Lindsay talk about, you know, what's the value in a song? What service does it perform? Or what's the service in the song? I think is how he said it. And service in something like that, left undone, is like you look at all the stuff that was left undone, all the dreams we had, all this stuff. But then you realize maybe in the chorus is that the big things, nothing was left undone. Through sickness and health till death do us part. We did that. The big things aren't left undone.
Yeah, like maybe there was a room she was repainting and it got half of it done.
Yeah.
And like you said, a book that was on their bedside table that she's halfway through.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of that Tim McGraw can't be really gone. Her shoes are still up there by the door, so she can't be really gone.
Yeah.
And so it's sad, but there is some hope and some peace, I guess, that, well, we ran the race.
Mm-hmm.
Finished. It just wasn't as long as I wanted it to be. So there is that. Now, is there, left undone. You know, we all got our to-do list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And part of it, there's addition by subtraction, knowing what to leave out. As Bob Seger said, what to leave out, what to leave in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a love song. It's like, all this stuff on the to-do list is not getting done today. All the stuff that's going to be left undone. But one thing that's not be left undone is you. You can see the look on my face right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but
to get into the sexy time.
Ooh, look at it. And Dr. Ruth says, no, but it could be that kind of thing. It's like, when it comes to love, ain't nothing left undone. Or you could still say about the stuff that matters most. We're not leaving that undone.
Yeah.
That won't be left undone. We may not, get all the groceries today. I may not get that yard mowed. I may not, whatever. That sink may still have a little drip in it. But when it comes to the big stuff, we don't leave anything left undone.
Yeah.
That's a positive me, you, love thing. And it can move and it doesn't have to be all slow and sexy. It can just be like, geez, I just don't get anything done. I don't get anything undone.
It could be like the perspective visually of a dude with his girl in a hammock, couple lemonades, sunny summer afternoon, just taking a nap and chilling with your girl in the hammock, and you're thinking about all the things you left undone that you didn't get to today, but it's all good because this is number one.
Yeah. And so it can be that kind of laid back, chill kind of thing. Or it could be even more fun and tempo kind of thing. So, okay. Yeah. You could be the chill thing, but it could be fun. It could be more just kind of rocking and stuff too. All left undone. It's like, why not be just kind of happy and kind of laughing about it too? There's no reason you can't put some tempo on that, Randy, or anyone else. And so that's cool. So I like that. That's definitely feels more kind of radio. And that's true, especially like Young Love. There's stuff that just doesn't get done. And you're like, I got better things to do. Let's see what else. I mean, if it's a kind of going back to what we talked about a little bit earlier about, the death and it like, well, really nothing that was supposed to be done was left undone.
Mm-hmm.
You go hard to that and do like, a Christian song, do a spiritual song about that. You could talk about, Jesus on the cross saying it is finished. He died at 31, but nothing was left undone. Like he did, it was complete and boom. And then you could draw from that to maybe other people that do other biblical characters like Stephen, who was stoned or like whatever. Or people in your own life, it's like, I just got to realize that when it's, my time comes, there won't be anything left undone like that's supposed to be. I'm just supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. It could be that kind of thing, or how just God's in charge and whatever's supposed to be done, nothing's will be left undone. So you can go more spiritual that way. What else?
Could you do something with direction at all, like left versus right?
I was wondering about that. First thing you could do about the last presidential election, and maybe this right-wing guy's watching TV and just having fun watching the left come undone.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about it like that.
No, yeah, it's Trump and look at the left undone. Let's see. Right versus state. There we go. Watching the left come undone.
It could be a fun farce on politics in general rather than choosing a side. Like the left undone, the right is some other thing that's equally deprecating.
Yeah, so you're bipartisan in your disdain.
You're bipartisan your disdain for what they're saying for whatever they're saying on TV, because it doesn't make a damn bit of sense. There could be a fun song in the sense of like the way that Billy Joel did that one ramble. Just
We Didn't Start the Fire.
Yeah, like We Didn't Start the Fire. That kind of a thing where you can just like list off like your content, your lyric content is already there on YouTube. Just look at some of the debates. Boom, 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 boom. All this stuff that we're against the war on drugs, but we're getting kickbacks from pharmaceutical companies.
So yeah, there may be something in there. I'm trying to think of something and left undone. I'm not sure offhand, but it could be kind of fun too. What else we got? So we got the sad song with some hope. You got the breakup song with the that's not all you left undone because you left me undone kind of thing. I'm coming apart at the seams. The country positive.
Okay, how about let's go down the breakup road again, but let's twist it. Let's put a twist in.
Okay,
let's go twist. So like left undone, like maybe she thought I was left undone, but what was left undone was, and it's all good that we split up because I'm
finally getting all the things I'd left undone.
Yeah. Something like it could be like a real high maintenance girl.
Yeah.
And
maybe like I'm finally rebuilding that engine on that Firebird, or I'm finally working on my golf game and all this stuff. It's like all this stuff I'd left undone.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, so spin it positive and move forward that way, and you could get real specific on that.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, if it's kind of funny, like the first verse is, man, we had tickets to the show, and we had all these plans. You were halfway through painting the bedroom and whatever, and all this stuff we left undone. But then I realized I can go work on that motor. I can go, I stole my boys around to golf. And
there's a song like that. What's it called? It's like with the golf. It has golf in it. Like in there.
There's A Woman Like You.
Is that it?
I'd be somewhere looking for a woman like you. I'd be a bit of football fan. I'd be,
Oh yeah. That's it. Okay, yeah.
Watching you do yoga and all that stuff. It's a good song. But this is more the kind of the flip side, kiss off version of that. All the stuff that we didn't get done or you didn't get done. Wow, I can't believe you're really gone. I just think about all this left undone. Oh yeah, I still owe my boys a round of golf, and there's still that fish that got away last time, and I'm gonna get that son of a fish.
Yeah, and I've been missing 2-for-1s every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Get to see that new band that my boy, Bubba started. And
yeah, just all the stuff that I haven't been doing because I've been with you. And now that you're done, I am thinking of all those left undone. Yeah.
You could go deep too. You could be like, some of the things I left undone, like my happiness and my, not just about free time, but like now I can hang out with my mom,
Yeah.
mom or whatever,
Like my family, I can go hang out with my family and my friends again and
see a football game, watch football all Sunday,
Yeah, and come to think about it, there's that old girlfriend of mine that we never got back together. But she gave me your number, and I was like, no, I'm with somebody.
Oh, there you go, left undone.
I have to go find that. Which may be too much, but...
That could be too much, but what about, it could be, so I'm thinking of the story now in Garth Brooks' Unanswered Prayers, right? Where he meets the old girl. Yeah, so maybe you can set it up in that kind of situation where, it was always maybe in the back of your mind, you weren't sure. And now because that was left undone, like a previous relationship was left undone, that you can maybe do it right. You realize from this relationship, you learn how to be a better man.
Yeah.
To her and all the stupid things you did, kind of like Gary Allen's All I'm Going to Be Is Her Man.
Yeah, your man or something. Yeah. Or her man.
All I'm Be Is Her Man.
I always thought that should be Herman. Anyway. Herman. Always just bothered me a little bit. No, it's a good song. I like it. Yeah, so that's cool. That would be something about all that we left undone. Maybe you are talking to the old flame and it's like all that we left undone. I still got those tickets that we never.
Ooh, that's even better. Okay, you're single and you run into her, and she's recently single, and it's kind of like, and you get in the conversation.
Catch up on everything we left undone. Like we didn't. I kept those tickets. I never used them, of course. I didn't want to go without you, but I didn't throw them away either. Yeah. And we had these plans and we could still go catch up on all the things we left undone, which would be a really cool kind of thing, and love and sweet. And what guy wouldn't want to say that, and what girl wouldn't want to hear that? Like, it makes the artist look good that he still loves this girl or still interested or whatever, thinks there's some hope there. And the girl's like, what girl doesn't want to think the guy still wants her, right?
That's a lot of angles, man.
That is. So, but I'm sure there's still a few we've left undone. There we go.
You'll be here all week, folks.
But yeah, that feels pretty strong.
Try the veal.
That feels good, Randy, that last one, because it's all positive. I mean, there's bittersweet because we broke up in the past, but now it's not like I'm leaving somebody and kiss off or what.
And it could be a long time ago in the past, right? It could be like 5 years ago, and now we're both better for it.
It'd be like, that band's coming back through town, because that could be cool. Like if you can bring it around to these things that we could still do.
Like where you can kind of pick up where you left off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Even though these things were left undone, we can get right back on track.
Exactly.
Oh, I did it. Come on. Like that's maybe not the right wording, but there's the concept. We can get right back to it.
Or we can catch right up on everything left undone. So I think that'd be cool.
Catch right up on what was left undone.
Left undone, get right back on track. Is the left-right thing you were going for?
Yeah. We stumbled on that. And then I brought it home.
There we go. We can catch right up on what we'd left undone.
Yeah. There we go.
But I like that because it's, there's no bad guys in there. It's sweet. It's positive love. It's me singing to you, girl. But it'd be cool to talk about, like that. I never did go to that show because I was going to go with you. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But they're coming back in town.
You can put some specificity in there with the artist. Like if it's Alabama, pick an Alabama song.
Or something. Yeah. And
now I can dance with you to
Back on the Boulevard.
Yeah, there you go.
What are some other things? Throw in some of those specific things that were like, we could still go do that.
Yeah.
I think it would be really cool.
And maybe now I'm older and I've decided that going to the farmer's market on Sunday is actually really fun. When we, and because you can talk about how you appreciate
those things more now.
Yeah. Like it's not about the damn carrots, it's about hanging with her.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. I think in our time's hidden on there too, but
that went a lot farther than I thought it was going to go.
There we go. See,
I keep surprising myself.
There you go. He's like, I don't know about these titles. Yeah, you're not supposed to know until we get into it.
That's right.
And that's part of the joy on this. You don't know till you get into it. Like, if that had been on my title list, I'd be like, left undone. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got more interesting titles. But then you dive into it and you go, oh, wait, there's something there. Oh, I like that. Especially that last angle. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
You know what? Hold on. I want to say something here. I know, like, when I was really writing songs and stuff like that, I had like that list. And then I don't care who you are. It's a human thing where you just kind of get in this certain way of thinking about a certain title. And because you passed it over last time, you're going to pass it over this time. Mm-hmm. And you're not giving it any second thought. Yeah. Send those titles in to Song Title Challenge. The ones that you're not going to get to because you're in your own way on it. And just in a sense of you feel like they're, I don't know. Yeah. Send those in. Let's breathe some new life into some old titles.
Amen.
Right? And let's do that. Send those to info@daredevilproduction.com and put Song Title Challenge in the subject line. Now, somebody's got a really hot title, a really killer title, and maybe they're a little leery about putting it out on the airwaves here. How can they do this privately with you?
I do private consultations. So it can be online, face-to-face video conference. It can be in the room in Southwest Missouri or in Nashville. It could be, most of the stuff I do is online though. But you can get all the details, see my calendar, book an appointment at songwritingpro.com/coaching. That is songwritingpro.com/coaching. And I do private song title challenges. It's time to ask your questions about the art, the craft, and the business of songwriting. So, man, we just cover a bunch of stuff. I'm at your disposal. I'm there to help just however I can help. So, again, that's songwritingpro.com/coaching, and we'll help you write your best songs.
There you go, guys. All right, this podcast exists because we want you to win. So keep on climbing. Yeah.
And we'll see you at the top.